guys, today we are going to do lunging in a wide open field. A couple of you guys have asked what's the best way to lunge a horse, where's the best place. Pretty much the best place is where you have. Make do with what you have, whether it's a round pen, wide open field. What I do suggest, the reason why we picked this corner back here, is it's halfway flat. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, but if you have a horse that's new to lunging or new to lunging out in an open field, what I like to do is kind of set them up for success at the very beginning. Maybe put them in a corner. That way you have a couple of fences or boundaries for them to start learning on. And then you can slowly progress them out into the middle of a 50-acre field if you want, if that's what your goal is. This guy lunges pretty good in or out of the pen, so I picked him this morning to show you. One thing, very important, make sure you have a long enough lead line. This one here is about 10 foot. I do prefer a 12-footer, but this is the one I grabbed this morning, so it'll work just the same. But you want to make sure you have enough line, so in case you're lunging a green horse or one that's not used to this whole process, that if they take off a little bit or get silly, you've got enough line to hopefully stay in control. What I'm going to do today is just show you a few rounds, one side then the other, kind of show you how to stop them. I will show you in the beginning a couple things just to make sure that you've got some control before you actually put them out on your circle to lunge them. This guy does it pretty good. I'll kind of walk you through, just starting them out doing this. And then Frank, I know this video will help you kind of personalize a little bit. I do know that I did all of this with Tucker. He does it very well, and I've even lunged him out in the field before, so should be pretty good to go. First, you just want to make sure you got control of their hips. So if they were to get going a little too fast, or if you just need to turn them, you want to really focus on those hindquarters, the hips, and just have them move them around. That will come into play, like I said, if you need to stop them, slow them down, turn them, whatever. This guy does it really good to both sides. I suggest that you do it to both sides just to make sure you've got good control. Main thing you want to make sure of is make sure you stay in a safe spot even when you're back there by the hips. This guy's good at it. Some of them that are new to the whole process of doing that might not be too sure what you're doing back there, so make sure you stay in a safe spot. So after we make sure that our horse does that, we're going to send him out on the line. I'm just going to show you a few rounds one way and then the other, to the left and the right. So you want to use the tail end of your lead line. We're going to go to the left, so I'm going to use my left arm to kind of point, show him the direction, then use the tail end of my lead line to ask him to go. And I'll kind of kiss to him, cluck to him. He's being a little lazy this morning, that's okay. So you got him walking. Make sure you can control him at a walk before you add speed, as with anything. Now I'm going to ask him to trot. I'm just going to use the tail end of my rope a little more. Kiss to him. There he goes. I want to just hold my lead line loose if I can, if my horse allows it. Always keep their head turned into you. This guy does it pretty good, but I'll remind him every now and then, hey, hold your circle. Stay on your circle. And then hopefully you get results like this when you do it at home with your guy. We're going to turn him, so I'm going to focus on those hips. See how he swings his hips out? And then we're going to go to the right. I'm going to use my right hand to point and send him out. And another thing too, for safety, make sure that you're never too close to that hind end. Even a horse that's not meaning to can step on you, or if your horse is feeling a little fresh that morning and they're out there lunging, you might want to kick up a little bit. Just make sure that you send your horse out to a safe distance when you're lunging. Sarge here hadn't quite woke up yet. He's not wanting to stay trotting, but that's okay. I'll just kiss to him, use my rope, remind him, say, hey buddy, we're trotting. result that you hope for. And again, depending on where your horse is at in its stage of training, you could even ask him to canter. It's a little slick out here this morning. I'm not going to ask him, but he does do it, and that's something to work towards if your horse doesn't. Make sure you have control at a walk and a trot first before you ask for the canter. And then we're going to just stop. Again, I'm going to ask him to swing his hips around, look at me, and there you have it. Like I said, remember, if you're having trouble in a wide open field, go to a corner. Maybe if you have to, go back to a smaller area, but this should get you started. Any questions or anything at all, feel free to post on this video and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Thanks.